Hi, everyone. My name is Otis. You're welcome to my YouTube channel, Otalem's Academy. And for all of you that are watching today, so I'm going to share some tips on understanding the YouTube monetization metrics and take some questions. It's going to be a live chat. So I've just discovered these tips and it has helped me to grow my channel, to grow my subscriber base. So we're going to look at the entire metrics because it is important as a newbie like me. And well, most of us made a lot of mistakes. So I know that a lot of people are doing, a lot of people are uploading videos consistently. And it's important that we understand what we're doing. And uploading consistent video is good, but that's not the only metrics that can help us to grow our channel. So let's start. And if you're watching, you can send your question. My name again is Otis. So YouTube, I know a lot of people are on the channel today creating videos, and they've been asking themselves questions. My YouTube channel is not growing. My subscriber base is very, very low. People are not engaging. With my channel. So these are some of those questions that we'll be answering today, so that you'll be able to grow your channel, so you'll be able to get more subscribers, and you'll be able to achieve the 4,000 hours. So this strategy has been working for me. So if you have any question, don't forget to send in your question. So that's why we're here. So the first question that I'm going to ask is, why are you a YouTuber? Why are you creating videos? So it boils down to two important factors. One, it may be because you want to make money, or you're doing it as your passion. So, but if you really want to become a YouTuber, that you want to take it as a business, so it is important that you understand what you're doing. It is not just posting videos, because I have several questions. My videos is not showing up. I'm not getting more subscribers. The reason is that there are so many things that are actually missing. That is why your videos are not showing up. So one is to create a video and you post a video. And the next thing is the question, what you want to do is that when you are sleeping, and you want to make sure that YouTube is recommending your videos to other people who are likely viewing similar topic that you are treating. So, and there are so many factors that you need to take into consideration for you to be able to have the YouTube algorithm to work for your own advantage, because there are millions and billions of videos every single day. So it is very easy for your video to be buried in Google or on the internet. So the first question here is said, why are you a YouTuber? So that's a very big question, that if you are starting, if you are new on YouTube, the first question that you have to ask yourself is, why am I a YouTuber? So from my own perspective, that was the question that I asked myself. Why am I why should I be creating videos? Why do I want to become a YouTuber? So there are two things mainly. It is either you want to be educating people, you want to be, or you are an entertainer. So once it is all about the value, what value are you giving to your target audience? So once you discover that, then you'll be able to now say, okay, this is my niche. This is the problem that I will be solving. And when you begin to create your video along that line, so you are helping people to solve their problem, and then YouTube reward you for doing that. And that is why we're talking about that monetization, this YouTube monetization metrics, because the essence is that the more you bring people to YouTube, the more YouTube make money, and the more you also make money, because YouTube in turn share that part of that revenue with you. So that's why it is very, very important for you to ask yourself that question, why am I a YouTuber? So it's a very, very important question that most YouTubers don't even ask those questions. So that's why you just have to pay attention to these metrics, because once it's not just creating video and just posting your video, because you can create thousands of videos on YouTube and you're not making money on it, because the thousands of videos are buried in YouTube or on the internet. Nobody sees it. So those are those things we're going to look at. So the first, let me have some question here where they're asking about what is, sorry, let me get this question here. So it said, okay, someone is asking what is YouTube metrics? So it's just a kind of a measurement, because these are what measures your performance. How do you know that your YouTube videos are doing well? So this criteria falls into as metrics, as a form of measurement in the simplest language. So it is just like, okay, I'm going to town B from town A. I live in town A and I'm going to town B. So if 4 people are going from town A to town B, they will definitely get to, the 4 people will definitely get to town B. So, but how effective and how efficient is your journey from town A to town B? So some could take the long routes, some could take the shorter cut, and oftentimes that are dangerous. Some also could follow the normal route, obey the road signs. Obey the road signs. They know that there are some cops might be on the way. If you overspeed, you get caught and you get a citation, and probably you can go and contest it, or you go to court, or you go and pay that money. So those inconveniences, the same thing that is applicable to your YouTube channel. Some people take the high route, some people took the shortcut, and some people follow the normal route. So, and just like I said, I've been trying to drive organic traffic to my YouTube channel, grow my subscriber base organically, and also my watch hour. So the reason I'm just doing that, I just want to follow the right route. That's it, and grow organically, and know that what I'm doing is actually impacting people's life and giving value to people. So that's one of those things that we actually need to actually pay attention to. So another question is, so how do I increase my YouTube channel views? So, well, this is very, very important for everyone on YouTube. If you're a YouTuber, or you're a blogger, or you're a blogger, vlogger, YouTuber, so everything is about traffic. Traffic is your online currency. Whatever thing you're doing online, if you don't have if you're not getting traffic, you're dead. Your business is dead. That means people can't find you. Your blog, your videos are buried on the internet. So the question about how to increase my YouTube channel views is very, very important. So I'm just going to take it step by step. Increasing your YouTube channel, it involves quite a lot of things. First of all, a startup, I call that setting up for success. As you are publishing your video, there are important steps that you need to take. The first, your title is very, very important. The title of your video is very, very important. And most people, what I've seen, especially newbies, people who are new to YouTube, so they don't pay attention to those to their title. Sometimes they go with the flow with the traffic, but you have to make a unique differentiation about your video. We all could be saying the same thing, but how we title it matters a lot, because the essence of the title is just actually to invoke response for people. You want to compel people, you want to make people to click to see what is he talking about, because that few lines of text is very, very important. So let's say we're talking about I'm talking about how to increase your YouTube video, and everyone talks about how to increase my YouTube video. How do I increase my YouTube video? Take that for instance, and you look at over thousands of people are having that same title, that same topic. So you as a newbie, it will be very, very difficult for you to rank on YouTube using how to increase my YouTube video if you're making video on that line. So you can tweak that title, and that is where the keyword comes in. The keyword is actually that word that makes that difference. That's how your video or your content how your video or your website or your blog advertises its content to the outside world, because it is that keyword that people type in on the internet to search for certain information. So you want to predict that that users. So I think some questions are coming in. So I'm just going to look at this question. Just want to look at this question. Thank you. This is from Cindy Porch. Cindy Porch, thank you. She's also an aspiring great YouTuber. I do follow her. She's so inspiring. So her question is, how do I know the type of video that will attract the viewers? Well, absolutely nobody knows actually the type of video sorry, I'm just taking it literally. So when you said attract the viewers, it is the way that you title your video, the way you create. A lot of things go inside of it. The quality of your content. And is it in trend? Is it educating? Is it entertaining? So these are some of those things that you have to ask yourself when you're doing your video. And once you have this, once you answer this question before you start creating your video. So once you've created your video and you've uploaded your video into YouTube. So remember what you are talking about, because you have to, it's a kind of predicting those who are likely going to watch your video. What are the words that these people are going to use, that are going to type on YouTube, that they're going to type on the internet to search for your video? So if you say, I make salad, or this is organic salad, so there are different types of salad. So you want to tell them, okay, learn how to make organic salad. So it's different from the tons and the millions of how to make salad on the internet. So you've changed the description of your content. So, and that also, you're going to search, how are people searching for this keyword? Probably in a subsequent video of one of my videos, you can actually look at it, how to use the keyword to actually search for these search terms. Search terms are how people search for your video. It is very, very important. And once you get those search terms, so you put it on your title and put it on your description on your YouTube. And when you get into the tag, let me just show that so that we understand what I'm saying. Oh no. Okay. I hope you are all seeing that. If you're seeing my screen, I just want you to just give me a thumbs up if you're seeing my screen. I just want to make sure that everyone is seeing my screen. Are you all seeing my screen? Okay, I haven't seen that. So if you see my screen, I assume that you're all seeing my screen here. So I'm going to go into details. So what we are talking, okay. So these are very, very important to make people to view your videos, like this tag here. So these are the keywords that you want to use, because you have to push your video to make it go viral, especially if you are not a celebrity. So these title tags are also very, very important. And the description is very, very important, because you're telling them about what your video is all about. So once you have that information, that will be great. So you're helping to push your video. And once you're able to do that, then you'll help your video to go viral. But that going viral or attracting viewers is very, very relative, because the major part of it is your content, the way your presentation, how is it adding value to people. So I hope that answers your question. Then another question. Okay, so great information. So thank you so much. Okay, Inside School, thank you so much. Thank you. I've been also following your blog, and he's doing very well. He's on education, so you can actually look at it. Inside School, based in Nigeria. So that's good. That's great. So, okay. So let me move to the other question. So I have the different question. It said, use the script. Okay, no, sorry. I'm gonna ask my question. This question is said, okay. Another question is, how can I get more subscribers? Well, I thought I talked about it. Okay, getting more subscribers is also relative. Is how willing are you pushing your videos? I'm going to just list something. One is how wide is your network? Go your social network. You can push your videos to social network. If your content is good, people are going to like your video, people are going to share it, people are going to subscribe to it because it is adding value to them. So like Facebook is a very great tool, very, very great tool. Most people don't know. So it is not just only just posting on your timeline, because most people post on their timeline, and it's good to post on your timeline, but it's also good for you to follow some groups that are in your niche. It's not just following groups, because I've seen a lot of YouTubers, especially newbies, make that mistake. If they are posting on groups, so they just drop their video link, and they just go away. No, you have to participate in those groups that you are in, and you have to add value. You want them to know you, that you're adding value to them. And once you're doing that, people will like what you're doing, and naturally they will follow you. But once you're just posting, dropping your videos on any group, they will just, the admins will think that you're just trying to spam to spam their group. I mean, in most cases, they won't approve your video. But that's not, there are also some shady admins that don't actually, especially if you're in the same niche with them, that don't actually want to publish your video for some obvious reasons. So that's one of those ways that you can actually increase your subscribers, and make sure that you're on all the social network, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also you build links. So this is not just only for bloggers or for website owners, because what is applicable to website owners in terms of optimizing their website so that more people will see it is also applicable to your videos. But most people don't know that. So the more your video is reaching, the more your video is visible and reaching people, the more that they are likely going to subscribe to you. And sometimes you can post in different blogs, and most time people complain that, oh, I'm just posting here, nobody's responding to my video, nobody's liking it. Don't worry, just keep posting, because most time sometimes it could take you an average of 10 to 12 videos before people actually like it, especially within a forum. I remember when I was posting on Twitter, I got frustrated at some point in time that, why is it that people are not following me on Twitter? Why is it that they're not hitting the like button? Is it that my content is strong? But in Facebook and in LinkedIn, I'm getting more subscribers, more viewers, more comment. So then after like about 2 months, I started getting traffic from Twitter, and I get quite a lot of people following me on Twitter, through Twitter to my YouTube channel. So that's why, don't get frustrated. Just keep doing that. Keep pushing. That's just one of those things that you need to do. Then another question from Cindy Porch. So, wow, thank you for this info. Okay, didn't know about that. Okay, thank you. I'm glad that you liked it. So I'm going to talk on the different metrics. So then also the playlist engagement is very, very important for your YouTube, to grow your YouTube channel. But I keep using the word the newbies, not only the newbies, even existing veteran YouTubers, those who have been on YouTube, also make this kind of a mistake of when it comes to making their playlist. Most of us from the beginning, we just pack all our videos, just stock it in one, playlist 2. So that's a very wrong way of creating your playlist. So if you want to be more effective in creating your playlist, because this, why I'm saying this, one of our sisters asked the question, how do I attract more viewers? So these are part of it. So the playlist is very, very good for retention, because one thing that you have to understand about YouTube, it's not just only when somebody view your video and just leave. So yes, that is good. but you want to make sure that people actually go through other videos in your channel, because YouTube likes it and they reward you for that. So if I view one of your video, and even if I'm going through some of your videos, I'm just checking and just clicking that also. So YouTube reward you for that also. And that also help your engagement rate and the retention rate. And YouTube pay attention is one of those most look after signal by the YouTube algorithm. So they look into this and say that, okay, the retention, because everything that hold people on your channel, YouTube likes it. Because the more people stay in your channel, the more money YouTube makes. So that's also one of those secrets. So when it comes to playlist, so if you're creating your playlist, let's say I'm talking about, if it's trending news, for those who are on trending news, group related news together and put them on one playlist. If you're talking on, if it's about fitness, group related videos about fitness. If it is fitness one, you're telling them how to, whether to roll waist or how to throw whatever thing. So if it is section by section, so when somebody's watching it, there's the sequence. So it is adding value. The same from one, it moved to two and all that. But when it is fragmented, so and you watch, you're talking about food, and you start talking about what is happening in the world. That's the next video. So most at that point they're going to check off. So that could also affect your retention, because everything about YouTube is retention. The reason why they're talking about the retention, because the more they hold you on their channel, so the more they take that retention from other social network. So it's a game, it's a kind of a war, a competition between the different social network. So that's that, and they are playing it to their own advantage. And you also have to play it to your own advantage, because they need you the way you need them. So everything that will make your audience to stay in your YouTube channel longer will be very rewarding for you, for your channel. It is not just posting video and just leaving those video. So that's about the playlist. So another question, what I'm going to look at again is the traffic source. So the traffic source, what this means is that you see these are metrics. When I mean how YouTube measure the performance of your website. The reason why these are important, because what you should focus at is YouTube recommending your video. You can stay alive, you can stay awake all night and do your live streaming. You can stay awake every single day and do 40 hours a day. You're stressing yourself, and sometimes you get it can be overwhelming. So what you would do is you begin to look at how do you make the YouTube algorithm to work for you. So that's where, if you're putting all these things together, like your playlist, because the more people are watching and everything is tied together, including your watch time, because they're all about retention. And once YouTube is saying that the more people are staying on your channel, so they begin to recommend your channel. You begin to move from 0 to 1, 20%, 30%, until you get to 100%. So if you're sleeping, more people are watching your video. So there's said, okay, I'm coming to this, said I should explain it again. Is it the traffic source? Okay, the traffic source is where people are watching your video, what channel, because sometimes it's good to be efficient. It's not just being everywhere at the same time, because that will dissipate your energy. So if more people are watching my video on Facebook, so what is it that I'm doing? Is it that I'm posting consistently, regularly? That's why people are watching me on Facebook? If that is, so that's one of those metrics. So I should be posting consistently on Facebook. So if I'm posting on Twitter and I'm just getting 5 likes, that doesn't mean that you have to quit Twitter or quit other social network. But if I spend 30 minutes in posting on Twitter and I'm getting 5, and I spent same 20 minutes on Facebook and I'm getting about 100 views. So I'm going to split the time that I use in posting on Twitter. I'll reduce it to like 20. So, but it's vice versa. Sometimes if you want to build the audience again, you can also post frequently. But this is how you manage and juggle the time. So you increase your posting on Facebook and other social network, because the reason the traffic source is good, because it's going to help you to know where your subscribers or your followers, your fans are coming from. And I check that a lot. And at some point in time, my video, especially the one I did on SEO, so I found out that more people are actually watching me in Romania. So then I begin to study the audience in Romania. And I did join, and Philippines, I did join some of their groups. And I find out that each time I post on that group that I get a subscriber, 1 or 2 subscribers, 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 6, depending on the video. So you have to really understand this metrics. It's not just posting your video and you just go and sleep because you want to chunk video every single day. Quantity matters, quality matters, and at the same time, your audience actually matters. That's why this metric is very, very important. Don't just go to your YouTube channel and just flip around. Look at this information, the number of engagement, the retention, the views. Okay, so I just have another question. Okay, thank you, Cindy Poch. I really appreciate that. So, Romidi, I think I answered that. All right. This is okay. How do I check my watch time? Okay, so I'm going to look at that. How do I check my watch time? So, okay, so the watch time, I'll just use I'm just going to show you how to check your watch time. So it's just going. Oh, someone I need help. Okay, so I'll be coming there. So let's check. Oh, no. So your watch time. So I'm going to go back to my video if you're watching. So if you're seeing my screen, so you go to channel. When you log into your YouTube channel, go to the top right where you have the human icon or whatever you're using for your channel icon. So the drop down, you have the YouTube channel. So click the YouTube channel and it brings you to your entire. So you click manage. So once you click manage, you go to your monetization. So when you go to your monetization, so you will see the watch time hours there. So you see your watch time. So when you go to that point there, so you see that. So that's how you can actually. So you see your watch time. So I hope that answers your question. So go to your channel, then the top right corner where you have the human icon, click on that, manage YouTube channel. So you go to your monetization on the left. So it will show you your watch time. So just for privacy reasons, so that's why I'm not just getting to show you mine. So I hope that helped. So I have Eld through one. So he says he needs okay. It says you're not eligible for monetize. Okay, so this is coming from LD301. If it says that you're not eligible for monetize, so you have to review your video, because that means your video is not compliant with the YouTube terms of monetization policy. There are a lot of things that goes into that point there. So probably YouTube might have, okay, let me read that. It says, I am not eligible for monetize. I have 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. When I try to monetize it automatically, it says you're not eligible for monetize. Yeah, so you really have to check. They normally send you an email to tell you that your videos are not monetized. But what you need to do, go through your videos. go through your videos and look. There are some that's going to have restriction. So you can actually use this app you can download that on your YouTube TubeBuddy. And so it's going to show you some of the videos that have been demonetized. So what you need to do is just to remove those videos from your YouTube channel. And that will just show you when you go to YouTube TubeBuddy, YouTubeBuddy, then that app, you download it, install it on your YouTube channel. So that will make it easy. So it shows you that the videos that are demonetized. So, and I pay attention to that. That's why I was just talking about the metrics. So it's not just about creating your videos so that you catch it on time. If your videos, there are warning signs, so you remove that video. So try to check that, remove the video, then reapply right to YouTube to tell them that you've removed those videos, and then resubmit your video for monetization. I hope that worked, but congratulations for actually achieving the 1,000 subscribers and for 4,000 watch hours. And check some of your videos also if they are in compliance, because that's one of those reasons I tell people every single day. So your videos, make sure that there's no copyright issue. You're not using somebody's music. Try to run away from that. If you're using music, use paid music. I have a warning strike from March, but my videos are gaming videos from my own. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So you're going to get some warning signs. So check some of those videos that you have those warning strike and remove it. Just delete it. Take it away. Remove it. Then reapply. Just tell them this is what you've seen, that you've taken those videos away. So they will review your channel again and make sure that you are checking, you're looking at the age restriction. So what is it for adult or people below 18 years? Make sure that those videos, no adult content and all that. So make sure that you take those things away. So I have no copyright music or videos. Okay, so what is going to happen is that if you can send me, I can help you review that. You can send me your channel link. So I will review. Okay, so it's already did. So I will review it for you, then get back to you. My email is, or you can drop it on my Facebook page or my email. I think my email is showing on the screen here. So you just send it to my email. I'll review that for you. Then we'll take it off from there, so that we'll be able to look at it holistically. So, okay, so this is coming from Cindy Posh TV. She's been very active, and I also follow. She's also very, very active on Facebook and YouTube. So it said, how do I check for my copyright video? So, well, the copyright video, this is sometimes a little bit very difficult before you post. But sometimes if you are using someone's material or content, so some are copyrighted, but once you post it, the YouTube is going to flag it. And sometimes you get like a warning that this video contains copyrighted content, and most of us don't pay attention to that. So once you see that happen, just delete that video completely. Just delete it, take it out. Take that out. You don't have to wait, because the more strikes you get, the more warning strikes you get, I think after 3 within 90 days. So, and you have like 3 strikes, so they demonetize you. So that's why after 90 days, it resets itself again. So you have to pay attention to this. This copyright is a very, very big issue. They can demonetize you, or in some cases, you might be working for someone else. So depending on how the copyright issue is. So I'm going to move to the next question so that I'll be able to cover what we have today. So someone is asking, what is watch hour? Okay, so someone is asking, what is watch hour? So the question, so is actually the total amount of a minute that your viewer spend on your video. So it's just the total amount of time that your viewer spent on your video. So I'm going to answer the question, because the next question is what's the difference between my watch hour and viewers. So the viewers are actually people who logged into your YouTube channel to watch your video. So the number of minutes they spent amount to the watch hour. So let me just explain it there. Especially, this has been a question for newbies. How do I get the 4,000 hours? People have said different things. Post consistently, and so post consistently every single day. So this is where metrics is important. Metrics are just those things you see under your analytics: reach, engagement, retention, and unique viewers. Check all those things. Traffic source, they are very, very important. Because if your video, if people are watching your video 2 minutes, if the average view of your entire video, check it. If your average view is 2 minutes every month, just do the average. So that means you need about 240,000 minutes for you to get the 4,000 hours. So that's what you look. That's why retention is very, very important. The more time people spend on your video, the more your watch hour will be going up. So I hope that answered the question. There's another question, viewer's question. Okay, so I'm just explaining the watch hour. So I hope that. Then there's also so another metric that you look at, average percentage viewed. So that's across all your channel. But you look at each video, how are people viewing it? How many minutes are they staying? Because that's going to help you to improve your content. So, and you look at what is working for you. What did you do in that particular video that you are getting more views? So that's also very, very important for you to know. Then the difference is that, can I have multiple channel? Yes, you can. Multiple channel, you have to be very, very careful what you mean by multiple channel. Multiple channel is that you can have one channel. Under one channel, you can have sub or multiple channels. But I've seen people create. Okay, I'm coming to that question. What is the fastest growing YouTube channel? What is the fastest growing YouTube channel? Okay, so let me just finish this, then I'll come to that. So okay, so can I have multiple channels? So yes, so you can have different channel in one channel. So, but most people don't know that. How you do that, you go to, when you log in into your that's especially if you have different if you're talking on, if you're multi-talented and you're talking on different, you have you're an entertainer, you have your separate business, and you want to create, you don't want to confuse your audience, you want to create a different channel. But with your one channel, you go to your YouTube, you go on under the channel management channel, go to setting, you go to advanced setting to show you the option where you can add another channel in one channel. But if you are creating multiple channel, YouTube will penalize you for that. So what is the fastest growing YouTube channel? Well, I believe probably the question here is maybe you're talking about the niche. Well, that's a very big question. The fastest growing YouTube channel. It's very difficult to actually say the fastest growing YouTube channel, but because it all depends on the niche that you are, and it's a very difficult position to be for a very long time. But I've seen educators and entertainers. I'm just going to answer it that way. You have to look, either you are educating or you are entertaining. So if you fall into this category, you're passing value, and YouTube like that. Each of my videos are 1.43 to 8 minutes. Is that okay for monetization? Thank you, Inside School. There's no, so that's not a problem that it is 1:43 to 8 minutes. Actually, most videos, this sadly to say that most videos actually fall on the average of 2 minutes. So except if it is extraordinary, people, they watch your video, and it's good for people to watch your video from the beginning to the end. And also, let me explain this clearly here. This is a very, very important question. So it's if your video is 2 minutes, this is how the algorithm work. If your video is 5 minutes and people are watching the video 5 minutes, or if your video is 2 minutes and people are watching that video for 2 minutes, so the possibility of YouTube ranking that video high within that niche is very, very high. So, but if you have video of 20 minutes and people are just watching it for 1 minute or 2 minutes, so it will rank, but the one that had that will rank far, far better. But the other way again, if you have a video of 20 minutes and people are watching that 20 minutes because of the value that content is adding to the audience. So one, that increases your retention rate, and it's telling the the YouTube algorithm is going to assume, wow, this content is really good. And what does YouTube do? They index it. So when people are searching for that similar content, your video will be among the first video that they are going to show to that audience that is searching for that content. So that is why it is always very, very good for you to have quality video, to have people watch your video from the end. But for your question, 1.43 minutes to 8 minutes, that's not bad. So there's no penalty if they are watching your video for 20 seconds. But if you are looking for your watch hour, so it's going to take you longer time to actually get your watch hour for you to qualify for the YouTube partnership monetization program. So that's just the difference. So not that it's bad. So it's not bad. It's still within that range. 8 minutes is if you're having that, that's really good. So that's okay for monetization. So there's no minute that is not good for monetization. So how do I reapply for monetization? Is resubmitting to YouTube. I think we don't have so much time now to walk you through that. Like I said, you send me your email, I'll give you all the guidelines, review your YouTube channel, then we'll show you how to resubmit it. So it's pretty easy, and we can also send emails for them. Also, if you just want to be very, very sure, we'll send an email that this is what I have done on my YouTube channel. I've cleaned on it. So we send it to the YouTube support team. So we can do that also. You can send it to YouTube support team. I've done it for people. So, and in most cases, they get reviewed and actually clean that up. It's just like when your site or your blog is hacked. So if you clean it up, and you still have to send it to Google to remove that, because if not, that's also going to impact on your ranking. So the same way that is also with YouTube. The same way is also with YouTube. So my question. Thank you so much for the amazing. Thank you. That's a good question. So okay. So how? Okay, another question is, why is my channel not growing? So I think I've actually talked on all that, why your channel is not growing. Your channel, your videos, sadly to say, your video is buried in the internet. That's why your channel is not growing. So, but you can actually make it to grow. And also, before I forget, for your channel to grow, it's very, very important when you publish a new video, endeavor to share that video, share it, because you see, this YouTube algorithm, they are robots. That's what we call the zombie. If you understand that, it's zombie. Go this way. If somebody publish a video, you don't know about the how the algorithm work, the technical part of it. That's why I'm using this zombie. If you publish a video and you want to trigger the YouTube algorithm that this video is good, in the first 2 minutes, if more people watch it, share it, if let's say 10, 20, 30, 100 people watch that, wow. So you're setting up the algorithm. The algorithm is looking at it. Something is happening with this video. That means the algorithm, the robot cannot even interpret what you're saying, but it's looking at the set of action that people that is following the video. People are clicking it. Then if you go back to your channel, you see a kind of flower popping up and all that. It's telling you that, man, something is happening with this video. So what did the algorithm do? So because the YouTube want videos that people are watching, because the more people watch their video, like I've said before, the more money they get. So what do? They start recommending that video. So, and always look at your recommendation. See how YouTube is recommending your video. So try to grow that recommendation. And recommendation is by you sharing those videos. Very, very important. In the first 2 to 5 minutes that you publish your video, endeavor to share it to different network. So because it is easy for you to rank a new video than an old video. That's another secret, and that's another metric that you have to look at it. So said, what's the app called to check and your YouTube copyright? The app is called TubeBuddy. 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 So you can use that. So then once you install that on your, just go onto your YouTube. Once you go into the app, it will ask for your YouTube channel. You sign in. Sometimes if you're new, so it's sometimes scary. I remember when I was signing for TubeBuddy and it asked me to sign in through the app, but they are known and it's been a while. Everybody used them. So once you do that, it tells you every of your video that if there are warning to your video that this video will be demonetized, it's going to tell you. So you just remove it, just delete it. That's what just delete it. Just keep your YouTube channel clean. It's very, very important. These are some of those things that you need to look at and focus on your channel. Because after all the work, after all the nights, after all the time creating content, and you've achieved the 1,000 subscribers and you've achieved the 4,000 hours, and to monetize, they're telling you stories. It's painful and it hurts. And I know because I'm a content creator and I know what it takes me to create content. So that's yes. Thanks, man. Sorry, this is also like this word we use is also be very careful. This is I know that this is a tutorial. We can ask every question. So when you are subscribing to somebody and you are using the word sub and all that, it triggers off the YouTube algorithm. Yeah. So YouTube hates that. That's sub for sub. Please don't do it. If you're watching somebody's channel, once if you subscribe to the person's channel, you can actually tell them, thanks, I appreciate that. Your videos and all that, I think I like it. I'm partnering with you, or I partner with you. So sub for sub, YouTube hate it. So that's why I see, and YouTube app, they pay attention to that. Sub for sub, they don't like it. They want you to grow your channel organically. Not that if you subscribe to me that I won't subscribe, but be very, very careful about that. So that's it. Okay, so thank you for LD301. Thank you. I'll review your channel. Then we'll take it up from there. So somebody asked the question, how do I promote my video? So okay, so this is also very, very important, promoting your video. I think that's just the bulk of it. So there's what we call also link building about your YouTube channel, because why you have to promote your YouTube channel is because you want your video to be shown in different parts of the world when you're sleeping with different network, and you need to push it, and that's where the promotion comes in. When I'm talking about the promotion, I'm not talking about the paid promotion, because YouTube, if you pay for views, that's not going to count towards your watch time. So you're just spending that money. It's not going to count. So that's why you try to do that. Like I talked about, following different groups, posting, adding value, answering people's questions by your video, or you're entertaining, making people laugh, and quite a lot of things that what you're doing, you're going to ask yourself question, what am I doing? What are my audience enjoying what I'm doing? So you evaluate all those things there. So link building, that's what we call posting, directories, the different directories. When I mean directories, where you can post your videos, like some blogs, you can post your videos on there, you can guest post. So these are different directories, different websites. There are video sharing website that you can also create, send your videos. But if you want to get comprehensive and detailed analysis of some of these, over some time in the last 6 months, I've spent quite a chunk of time trying to collate these directories that will help me to grow my channel. So if you want us to work on your channel, you can send me an email, so we take a review and we take it off from there. I'm a newbie also. We're all growing, and I'm growing organically, and I really appreciate that. So that's why I'm sharing the tips that is actually helping me. Not there yet, but we're on pace to actually get there. And it's a study for me because I'm just trying to actually make sure that I get it right and my channel is clean. The same thing I encourage every other people, because you're building a business. So, and it just make sure that you have a solid foundation, make sure your contents are right. So that's one of those things. Make sure that you are on all the social network and don't just spam people with your video. You want to position yourself as a solution provider, no matter what your niche is. Everybody, we all need each other to grow. We all need each other. So somebody could be in a very bad mood and he sees your video and it changes his mood. So you've already added value to that. That's very, very important. So another one that I'm going to look at, also another question. Where's this question again? So also rewatch is also very, very important when people rewatch your video, because everything, all these metrics that I'm talking, that's what the Google YouTube algorithm, that robot, that's what goes on the internet. Look at your video, and it's saying that, oh, this video, there's no, except in extreme cases where your video could be set aside for human to review. But technology has made everything simple, even for YouTube, Google, and other tech companies. So they put this algorithm, they code it there and put it there. If this video have this content, it violates our policy, please send a warning strike. And it does that. So that's why you have to understand how to navigate this and make sure that you are not caught. So if you also watch one of my videos that I talk about violations, Google violations and penalty. So I highlighted quite a lot. There's a lot of information there that could also help your YouTube videos. So then that's the watch. So another one, click-through rates. I'm going to talk about that. There's what we call the click-through rate. So click-through rate is if you publish your video. I talked about when you publish your video, the first 2 to 10 minutes, make sure that you're sharing. Because once your click-through rate is going up, when more people are clicking your videos or watching, so it triggers the YouTube algorithm that look like this content is good. I think our audience will like it. So it groups your video into the category or class, people within your niche. And that's why if you look at your video on your analytics, the first time you say your video, you have where you see 1 to 10. So if your video is ranking 10 over 10, so that means out of every 10 of videos similar to your own, you're on number 10. So that means from 1 to 9, they have to show their video first before your video comes in. So that's why you have to pay attention to all these metrics. So that's what I look at it that, okay, I want my video to be at least from 1 to 4, 1 to 3. I try to push and see when I publish my video, I'm trying different things. So it's still a kind of experimental period for me, but I'm just sharing some of those things that I've worked for some of my videos. So each time I publish new video, I just want to learn new thing, not just publishing video and just go and sit down. I know that it's hard to create content, but it's also harder for you to actually promote it. And once you promote it, we just want a situation where I'm sleeping and our videos, they are sharing my videos, and I'm actually getting quite good testimonies from people, and I love that. That okay, they watch this video and it helped them, and that's what I want to do. I want to add value. So I want to add value. I want to share my testimony that people who were in the reticent that I was before, that they are not they are able to solve their problem, while I share my story through the content that I'm creating. So that's what we want to do. It's not just about creating video, it's about imparting people. So that's why your niche is very, very important. Do research on what you're doing and follow these metrics that we've just mentioned. It's very, very important. Don't overlook it. It is not just enough to just create video and just go and sleep. If you're not a celebrity, if you're not Lady Gaga, or you're not other celebrities that people actually know. Because what is going to convince me to look at your video? I don't know you. So that's one thing. But the more consistent you are and the more value that you're sharing, people now said, okay, I think then they are going to become your ambassador and evangelist that will tell other people about you. It takes time, but don't worry. Don't get frustrated. So we are all in the journey together. We'll share our stories. We'll do this every week so that we get used to it. I want everyone to grow so that we all can sit together and share our story. And remember when how we started. So that's why I just started this segment, just to help us and also to learn from you. The questions that you guys have asked today was awesome. It's also helping me. It has actually challenged me to look at like what our brother talked about, the monetized and all that. So we're going to look at it holistically and see that we get that result. And I'll be glad that he get monetized if I work with him to resolve that issue. And the same thing that I want each and every one of us to do, share your story. Let's know what is working for you. So, because I'm spending quite a lot of time now trying to study how this algorithm work. So, and yeah, so in many cases, it has actually worked for me. So let me see if there's other questions. I know that we spent quite a chunk of time. So, so external referrals, okay, traffic source. So traffic source is good. Then average view duration, I've answered that. I'm looking for other questions. Playlist, we talked about that. I think. Okay, so another thing, metrics that you check, which is going to be the final before we close for today, is who is watching your video is very important. So who is watching your video? I shared my story that at some point in time, I look at my metric and I find out that I'm getting a lot of views from Philippines and from Romania. So what I did was to join some of those groups and I begin to see what they like. And part of the section that what I talked about was like link building and SEO. So I started talking, sharing that with them. So that the same thing, who's watching your video is very important. So I just want to say thank you to all of you that have logged on today to watch my video. And so if you have not subscribed, you can also look there, subscribe and hit the subscribe button so you get a lot when we release a new video. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching and have a great day.